Another week, another CreaTV Sports Showdown featuring an undefeated team attempting to stay that way. From Pat Tillman Stadium, the Santa Teresa division of the Blossom Valley Athletic League steps into the spotlight. The 2-4 San Jose Bulldogs step up to try and knock off the 6-0 Leland Chargers. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kirsten Fairchilds. Welcome. San Jose won this meeting last year 27-14. Just like last season, the Bulldogs have relied upon quarterback Kylan Harris to generate much of its offense. The 6'1", 190-pound senior has accounted for more than 1,300 yards total yardage. Last year, Harris was named the Santa Teresa League Junior of the Year. The 2016 Santa Teresa League Sophomore of the Year will also be on the field tonight, playing for the home team. Halfback Kyle Anderson ran for more than 1,400 yards last year. In just 6 games this year, Anderson has racked up more than 1,100 on the ground. Throw in 14 rushing touchdowns and 1 TD reception, and one can see how important he is to the Chargers. 2 premier players, 2 schools with a lot of history. San Jose is the second oldest high school in California. Leland is celebrating its 50th anniversary this school year. Bragging rights is on the line. Bulldogs, Chargers, up next on CreaTV Sports.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Leland Chargers 6-0, 3-0 on the season, hosting the San Jose Bulldogs 2-4 overall, 1-2 on the Blossom Valley Athletic League Santa Teresa Division season. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kirsten Fairchilds. Thank you for joining us on CreaTV Sports. Leland won the toss and did not defer to the second half. The Chargers said, "We want the ball," looking to protect this unblemished record here on senior night. You see the navy blue uniforms with the gold numbers and white piping, white letters. San Jose High in their traveling white uniforms with maroon numbers, maroon helmets. And San Jose coached by Anthony Lombardi in his first year at the helm. In fact, Coach Lombardi last coached football back in 2012. More on that as the game goes on, and San Jose will turn to its kicker, Miguel Carrillo, to kick off, and back deep for the Leland Chargers, it'll be Kyle Anderson as well as Anthony Gonzalez. And Anderson, again, last year's Sophomore of the Year, as I mentioned in the open. What a terrific year he's having, and such an important part of this high-powered, high-octane Leland offense. Last year, Leland, a rebuilding year, went 2-8 overall, 2-5 in league play to finish in 8th place. San Jose 5-6 overall, a 3-3 record to finish in 7th. Carrillo has it teed up on this breezy and rather cool evening, and it looks like we're underway. High school football, 4 12-minute quarters. The up man takes it at the 32. Some nice running and dropped across the 46. So San Jose unable to catch Leland off guard as the Chargers offense gets to work. They run a pro-style offense with multiple tight ends. And starting at left tackle, number 72, Carson Prescott. Mikey Villette is the left guard. The center is Kyle Karaskia. He wears number 51. Logan Thomas, the right guard, number 54. 57, John Kim is the right tackle. And the tight end, number 21, Justin Coons. There is Anderson in the backfield, and we'll introduce the position players after this play. So 1st and 10 for Leland from its own 45. And the quarterback with the screen pass caught into San Jose territory, and a tackle made by the Bulldogs. Number 1, Michael Singham, the strong safety, or that might have been end zone for the wide receiver, Cannon Yates, who wears number 81. We mentioned the Anderson, the halfback, the other receiver, Anthony Gonzalez, and the quarterback, of course, Carson Yates. And yes, they are brothers. Carson Yates finding Cannon. 1st and 10 from the San Jose 33. Yates looking to throw. Here comes San Jose, and some nifty tight rope running by Carson Yates. So right now, we've talked about Anderson in the open, but right now it's the Yates brothers who are moving this Leland team down the field. So actually, they're going to rule him out, so it'll be 2nd and 7. For the Chargers, ball on the 30. And we've got a whistle before the snap. And it's an equipment issue. So San Jose will have to sub out. Looks like number 3 for the Bulldogs. That's Abraham LeMasters, the middle linebacker, having to come off the field. So San Jose, of course, wants to get him back in immediately, as our officiating crew still talking it over, although Leland and San Jose are ready to get back to work. So still a conference for our officiating crew in the middle of the field. And Leland's going to go back into the huddle. I'm assuming it's an equipment issue. Let's introduce our officiating crew. Just a 4-person crew tonight, a 4-man crew. On the referee is Mike Hernandez. The umpire is Juan Picasso. The head linesman is Ernest Flores. And the lines judge is Gary Evans. And it looks like referee Hernandez is going to make the walk and have a chat with Anthony Lombardi. And you see Coach Lombardi giving the thumbs up. This officiating crew officiated the junior varsity game, and usually 5-person crews for Blossom Valley Athletic League games, and it looks like, I don't know, at this point it begins to look like something more than an equipment issue. So a bit of a hiccup to the start. And we'll just have to keep our eye on whether Abraham LeMasters and now Coach Mike Ward, the head coach of Leland, wants an explanation as well. And Coach Ward in his 2nd year at the helm, and it looks like both coaches have been informed. And here we go. 2nd and 7 from the San Jose 30. 2 in the backfield for Carson Yates under center. Yates with a handoff. Anderson's first chance to show what makes him dynamic, and a bit of a zig and a bit of a zag, and he picks up about 4 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and short. And let's take a look at Anderson. And run down from behind. So it'll be 3rd and 1 for the Chargers. Offset I. And Anderson. Anderson off the left tackle. 1st down yardage, as the chains will move once again for the Leland Chargers. San Jose opening in a 3-4 defense. The Bulldogs like to blitz. In fact, according to their head coach, they blitz about 85% of the time. This is a young unit, 6 sophomore starters for Coach Lombardi. And our referee has fallen down, and the pass is incomplete. So Yates rolling to his left, and our referee, Mike Hernandez, the turf monster, got him, and good to see him bounce right back up. 2nd and 10, ball on the San Jose 20. Anderson still keeping those feet moving. This time off the right side. Antonio Maciel, the defensive end, with the stop. And the other defensive end tonight, number 40, Nate Lopez. The nose tackle is number 51, Bryant Rojas. The outside linebackers, number 17, Gustavo Cardenas, and number 9, Brian Tran. Sonny Avila is one of the middle linebackers, and we saw Abraham LeMasters having to exit the game. We'll handle the secondary in just a moment. Yates rolling to his left, and that receiver wide open, but the ball through his hands. And that'll bring up 4th down, 4th and 5. The ball's on the 14. And it looks like the field goal unit will come out for Leland. Kicker is Justin Coons. What a year he's had. In fact, Coach says he can hit from 50 yards out. The holder is Ryan Kantz, and the long snapper, Mitch Whitlock. So a 31-yard attempt for Justin Coons. And a bad snap. Coons picks it up, looks to throw, and overthrows a wide open Charger. So a tough break there for Leland. San Jose, I'm sure, heaves a sigh as the errant snap prevents a field goal. 9:36 remaining in the first, and our first opportunity to see San Jose on offense. And we'll see a West Coast offense from San Jose with a nice balance between pass and the run. Although I have to mention that the O-line for San Jose averages 6 feet and 290 pounds. Yes, I am talking about a high school offensive line. So expect healthy doses of the run as well with those big guys up front blocking. The left tackle is Angel Aguilar. Fabian Lopez is the left guard. Bryant Rosas is the center. Isaac Rivera, the right guard. Antonio Maciel, the right tackle. And a quick strike on the out, and that is a 9-yard pickup for San Jose. The tight end is Gustavo Cardenas. He wears number 17. The fullback is number 9, Brian Tran. The running back, number 5, Sonny Avila, but Kylan Harris, number 2, the reigning Santa Teresa Junior of the Year, opening up as he hooks up with Marcos Cardenas, the wide receiver. This time a run off the right side, and first down yardage and more. It looked like the scrum was stopped, but then a good push forward. So the first down of the game for the Bulldogs. As we spoke about Kylan Harris in our open, let's give you, coming into this game, 41 of 103 for 676 yards passing, 5 TD passes to 2 interceptions. Is Harris under center in the eye. And that's great penetration by the Leland defense as number 4 for Leland making the tackle, and that is Max McCash, one of the seniors honored before the game on senior night. The Leland defense, we'll see a 4-3, a 4-2-5 with multiple looks. And you just see that's just great getting off the ball by the Chargers. 2nd and 10 And Harris cannot avoid the sack, flushed from the pocket and dropped by Leland. That is a huge loss of yardage, bringing up 3rd and Camden Avenue here from the Leland campus. So it's being marked at the 21. So 3rd and 18 for San Jose. 7:29 remaining in the first quarter. 0-0 the score. And you see some of the big guys up front for the San Jose O-line. And referee Mike Hernandez chatting with this O-line. And now the whistle blows. And our first penalty of the game will go against San Jose for a false start. So that'll make it 3rd and 23. So after the completed pass and then the run, San Jose was able to make the chains move. But now in trouble. 3rd and 23. 3 wide for Harris. Harris going downtown, and the receiver fell down. And that'll bring out the punt team. So running stride for stride with the corner. But the receiver perhaps getting their feet tangled up, or maybe it's the same turf monster that got a swipe in at a referee, Mike Hernandez. The punter was Brian Valdez. However, Valdez not suited up tonight. And that'll make the junior Gustavo Cardenas give him his first opportunity to punt this season. Back deep for Leland. Includes Kyle Anderson as well as Gonzalez. So kind of a strange start to this game. It seems like we're kind of sitting at a stoppage of time. San Jose did not have enough players on the field. Clock is stopped at 6:34. Here's Cardenas' punt. Leland did a good job pressuring. Taken at the 47 by Gonzalez. Gonzalez, great return for Gonzalez. And Gonzalez into the end zone. Touchdown, Leland. There is a penalty back at the 45. That might negate this 47-yard punt return. And here comes the Leland flag. But we'll see if it's in vain. And it looks like it is. Here's our referee. So block in the back against Leland. As Anthony Gonzalez, the 5'10", 150-pound senior, does so much for this Leland Charger team. That coming back. All right, the Leland offense. Six 6-0, 3-0. As the Chargers return a lot of players from last year's team. More on that after this play. And the whistle blows once again, and it looks like San Jose again is having some sort of equipment problem. A helmet needing to be addressed. Substitution coming in. 1st and 10 from the Leland 48. 6:15 left to go in the first. And the screen pass complete. And that may just be good enough for a first down. Nate Winecki, the 6 foot, 175-pound junior tight end, with his first catch of the night. Good running in space by Winecki. And it'll bring up second and short. Gain of 9 on the play. Yates looking to his left. Pass is caught. And that is Justin Coons, 6'3", 190-pound senior. Coons with 2 TD receptions already this season. First down, Leland. And Coons tripped up. So right now, masterful work by Carson Yates as he's got trips left. And that pass, I'm sure Coons would like to have that opportunity back. Second and 10. Carson Yates came into this game 38 of 71 for 746 yards, 7 TD throws to just 1 pick. He's also rushed 30 times for 200 yards, averaging 6.7 yards per carry, 8 rushing touchdowns for Carson Yates. Yates with the handoff to Anderson. Anderson mowing down defenders. Just a great straight ahead run by Kyle Anderson, as we mentioned in the open, the 2016 Santa Teresa Division Sophomore of the Year. 5'9", 175 pounds. This season, 155 carries coming to this game for 1,186 yards, averaging 7.7 yards per carry, 14 rushing touchdowns. 3rd and 3 for Leland. Yates under pressure. Gets the ball away, caught, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Leland. Number 5, Garrett Swanson, the 5'9", 170-pound senior. But wait, there's a flag. So another TD negated, and on the same penalty, a block in the back. Still 3rd down for the Chargers. Anderson on the dive play. And that'll bring up 4th down once again for the Chargers. We saw the errant snap on the previous field goal attempt. As I mentioned, Leland with a lot of confidence in its kicker. Would be a 39-yard attempt. Ball spotted on the right hash mark. Chargers will either try to draw the offsides or go for it. And San Jose showing the discipline. They snap the ball. And Anderson, I believe, is short. Still waiting. Right now where the ball is spotted. And they're going to say first down Leland, as Anderson or first down was signaled, but now I think the crew's going to bring out the change. So we're going to have a measurement. 3:56 ticks left on the clock. 0-0 the score. As out comes the chain gang. We're at Pat Tillman Stadium on the campus of Leland High School in San Jose. CreaTV has come out here numerous times over the years, and some great upgrades to the facilities. And that's a first down. So referee Mike Hernandez showing, yeah, I've got my vision's good. I've got this, and it's reinforced by the measurement. Fresh set of downs for Carson Yates and company. And in comes the play. Ball on the San Jose 19. Yates with the pitch to Anderson. Anderson evades two tacklers, so difficult to bring down. Healthy run for Kyle Anderson. Those ankle tackles, shoelace tackles, not getting the job done. Anderson showing a lot of strength after the 5-yard gain. 3:15 left to go in the first. Trips right for Carson Yates. Yates looking to his right, into the end zone, and nearly picked off. Looked like number 19 for San Jose. I don't even have a number 19 on my roster, almost making the play. Some good coverage. Garrett Swanson, the intended receiver. 3rd and 5 for Leland. Trips left, and the screen pass caught. And San Jose, that might be the first tackle for a loss. And that's San Jose's Miguel Carrillo, the DB, 5'10", 160-pound senior. 4th down once again. Nope, there's a flag. So San Jose with the penalty. I believe roughing the passer. And that is a huge mistake by the Bulldogs. Leland. 1st and goal for the Chargers. First and goal from the 5. Man in motion. And the swing. And it's number 19 with the tackle as Gonzalez is stopped. 2:30 left to go in the first. Second and goal from the 5. Cannon Yates, wide out left. Anderson juking and jiving and into the end zone. Touchdown, Leland. From 5 yards out, Kyle Anderson, his 15th rushing TD of the season, and the Chargers are on the scoreboard first. See if the snapping issues have been taken care of. And Coons on for the extra point. It's good. 2:01 left to go in the first. Leland on senior night. 7, San Jose 0. And Coach Ward out on the field in his second season, and what a start he had last year. Leland lost its first 8 games. They have won the next 8, including the end of last year and the start of this year. So Coach Ward sits at a career 500 at the moment at the helm of the Leland Chargers, who've really had some exceptional coaches over the years. Coons has it teed up. And back deep for San Jose, number 1, Michael Singham. And number 7, Miguel Carrillo. Coons kicks it away. And Singham couldn't help his momentum. It took him into the end zone after catching the ball in play. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from its own 20. And we introduced the San Jose offense. Let's take a look at the Leland defense. Again, we'll see from the Leland Chargers 4-3 or 4-2-5 with multiple looks. I believe I introduced the big guys up front, but let's do it once again. The defensive ends, number 19, Mitch Whitlock, and number 32, Parker Peterson. Matthew Ames, number 59, is getting the start at defensive tackle tonight. The nose guard is number 40, Jackson Stevens. The Sam backer, number 81, Cannon Yates. The Mike is Garrett Swanson, who wears number 5, and the Will is Brett Mason, number 38. The corners after this play as Harris tries to turn the corner, but he is stopped for a loss. The corners, Ryan Kantz wears number 9, Justin Yu, number 7, and the free safety, Matt Kim, number 18, and the jack is number 6, Anthony Gonzalez. And in on that tackle is Garrett Swanson, the Mike linebacker. So a loss of 3 on the play. It's the second time Harris has been dropped in the backfield. Looked like the Leland defense was still getting organized. That's just a strong run, still on his feet. And a little bit of shoving. Avila with the carry. Gain of 6 on the play. So a number of personnel changes for San Jose this evening, and the team without one of its running backs, Victor Martinez, the senior, who had been having a good season. And correction, they've actually spotted the ball back at the original line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 10, good coverage by Leland. Harris forced to run, and it'll be 4th and long for the Bulldogs. Nobody open downfield, or at least Harris couldn't see them. Harris, see all the time he has. So the first quarter is over. However, back to punt is Gustavo Cardenas, and we'll have the punt. After this break, 7-0, the Leland Chargers looking to make it 7-0 on the season. We'll see what San Jose can come up with in the second quarter. Up next on CreaTV Sports.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason. Because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Pat Tillman Stadium, the alma mater of Pat Tillman, who really has come to stand for so much, not only here in the Bay Area, but across the nation. The former NFL player leaving the NFL to serve his country and then killed in action. And I know that Leland really does quite a lot to understandably acknowledge his legacy and what he has meant to this area, and his alma mater, Arizona State University, as well, unveiling this great statue as the Bulldogs doing a good job getting the punt away. Takes the friendly San Jose roll before heading out of bounds. And just to finish up my thought, Arizona State, what a great statue. If you haven't seen it, see if you can check it out online that they unveiled of Pat Tillman, and just a great ceremony. I happened to catch it, just very moving indeed. So we've got a San Jose player being attended to down on the field, back towards where the punt happened. I'm not sure if that is the punter, Cardenas, but that is what accounts for the stoppage of play. So a rough start, if you will, for San Jose for this game. And both of these teams, as well as so many in the Bay Area, unable to compete last week due to air quality because of the Napa and Santa Rosa and Sonoma fires. So another week will be tacked on at the end of the season, and games rescheduled for Thursday, November 9th. And as we can see, Leland all alone top the standings, and then a number of teams at 2-1, Willow Glen, Del Mar, Independence, Branham. Their San Jose sits in 6th place at 1-2. Silver Creek and Gunderson still looking for that first win. And San Jose, I believe, beating Gunderson by an extra point. I'm pretty sure the score was 31-30. So the kicker, Miguel Carrillo, 13 of 13 on the season for extra points. And that perhaps the biggest one, as you see the players taking a knee here, as the San Jose player. The San Jose team already, as I mentioned, a number of personnel changes tonight. Players not available, players having to be brought up from junior varsity, including freshmen. And as I mentioned, the 6 sophomore starters on the defense. And that looks like one of the linemen for San Jose, and his teammates going to have to help him off. And as I mentioned, the personnel changes, that is another San Jose player that I don't have on my roster. But that's teammate Nate Lopez, wearing number 40, helping him off. So tough to see for San Jose. But the Bulldogs are going to have to get something going on offense next time they touch the ball. It'll be Leland ball, 1st and 10 from the Chargers 44. Second quarter action at Pat Tillman Stadium. San Jose count and make sure they have enough players on the field. DBs for San Jose include Miguel Carrillo and Johnny Miller at corner. At the corner position, the free safety is Lawrence Garza, and the strong safety is Michael Singham. First play is a pass play, and it's caught. by Gonzalez. So a pretty play. As Leland showing they like to throw on first down. Gonzalez. And San Jose. This defense is yielding. Gonzalez this time on the run. Cuts back inside. And close to a first down. Creo comes up to make the stop. As Gonzalez gets a hand. Anderson blocking. Actually, that was number 9, Brian Tran, the 5'8", 165-pound junior linebacker for San Jose. Tran with 3 sacks on the year. Carson Yates looking to throw the quick strike. And Gonzalez right now, Anthony Gonzalez with an opportunity to shine. Leland has put this offense on his back, this hurry-up offense. Gonzalez, the 5'10", 150-pound senior. Carson Yates flushed from the pocket. And Yates in the middle of the field, caught by Gonzalez, and Gonzalez getting it done on senior night. Touchdown, Leland. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Gonzalez, talk about a go-to series. As the Leland flag. Giving the fans something to cheer about. To make it a 14-0 game. And Coons. It's good. 10:59 remaining in the half. And it's a 14-0 Leland lead. So Anthony Gonzalez, the target du jour, the target of the series. From Carson Yates. Carson Yates, a 6'3", 190-pound sophomore. Certainly a candidate for sophomore of the year of this 6-0 Leland squad. Leland, which for years, of course, competed in the Mount Hamilton division, fell on tough times in recent seasons, moved down to the Santa Teresa division. San Jose, their fortune switched. They were down in the West Valley division, often referred to as the C League, the A, B, and C League. San Jose, the league champs in 2012. Again, San Jose won this matchup last year, 27-14. The short kick bounces and taken at the 10. San Jose looking for a big return across the 20 out to the 23 by Michael Singham. Singham, the 5'10" and 150-pound senior, one of the standouts on defense. So the Bulldogs, a number of players playing in their first varsity game tonight. They returned 12 players from last year, 6 starters. I mentioned in the open, San Jose is the second oldest high school. It was established in 1863. And Kylan Harris, the reigning junior of the year. Harris, good protection, and the pick. Picked by Cannon Yates, touchdown Leland. The pick 6, and it's another Yates in on the action. Cannon Yates read it all the way. The 6'3", 165-pound senior. He's got two TD catches on the season. Now he's got a pick 6 as well. So looked to be good protection for Harris. That was just a great read by the corner, Cannon Yates. And Coons with his third opportunity for a PAT tonight. It's good. 10:22 remaining in the first half, and it's a 21-0 Leland lead thanks to the pick 6. Cannon Yates, the senior, and a great ceremony before the game as Leland honored its seniors and also, of course, the senior cheerleaders or Palm Squad. Again, last week, neither of these teams, I believe the entire league did not play. And in fact, San Jose mentioning, as they are further north, they weren't even able to practice of Wednesday and Thursday last week due to air quality concerns from the Napa, Sonoma, Santa Rosa fires. So the Central Coast section elected to tack on an extra week of league play. And these games will be rescheduled for Thursday, November 9th. Coons kicks it away. And the return guys for San Jose with another opportunity, this time from the 7. And dropped at the 24. Carrillo ran into a wall. Kylan Harris, I mentioned he's passed for 676 yards this season. He's rushed for 646 on 61 carries, averaging 10.6 yards per game. 8 rushing touchdowns to go along with his 5 touchdown passes. It's getting a few looks now. His head coach believes someone's really going to get a gem. This 6'1", 190-pound senior says that, Cal Poly and Sac State have shown some interest, and head coach Lombardi in his first year really sorry he will have just one season with Harris. The screen pass caught. And this is the freshman brought up just for this game, Devin Parker. So Parker, the wide receiver, will also see him at running back with his first catch. Again, San Jose without its leading rusher, Victor Martinez. Also had hoped to bring up another sophomore, and the sophomore we have not seen yet as Parker exits the field. Gain of 3 as Harris out of the shotgun. This is Avila. Avila, who stands 5'10", weighs 200 pounds. Senior running back, fighting hard for every yard. Swanson in on the stop. Avila doing a good job evading the first tackler. Brett Mason also in on that stop. The linebacking core playing really well for Leland tonight. And the pitch to Parker. Parker, freshman, getting a rude introduction. Looked like he lost the ball, but he was ruled down by the officials. That's short of a first down, so it'll be 4th. Well, I'm not sure if we're going to have a measurement. No, they're going to say first down. So first down, Parker doing enough to get the first down. Let's wind the clock and go. 8 minutes and change remaining in the first. San Jose trailing 21-0. I believe that's the Bulldogs' first down since their opening series. Harris under center. Parker into block. Harris overthrows his intended receiver. Josh Valdez, the 6'2", 185-pound senior, who leads the team with 4 touchdown catches, is the intended receiver. As Lombardi sends Harris back into the huddle. 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. There's some of the big guys up front. Four wide for Harris. Harris runs into a teammate and then gets dropped by a Leland Charger who I believe was laying on the field. Number 54 for the Chargers. That's Logan Thomas, the 6', 210-pound defensive end. Loss of 5 on the play. 3rd and 15 from the 33. Mentioned San Jose returned 12 players and 6 starters. Leland returns 26 players from last year's team and 14 starters. And on top of that, they've got some underclassmen at position players, so one could also argue that the future looks pretty bright for Leland as well. Twin receiving set for Harris on 3rd and 15. Harris on a designated draw play, and that'll be short of a first down, and Harris looks to be in pain. Helped up by the official. Let's take another look at Kylan Harris. Harris has the green light, to check down, draw. I'm not sure if he just fell awkwardly on that play, but the punt team is out. And we saw Gustavo Cardenas. Cardenas, for a backup punter, he has done a good job tonight because Leland has been nearly getting to him each time. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field. Timeout, San Jose, exactly 6 minutes remaining in the first half. And San Jose, according to the scoreboard, has just one timeout remaining. So perhaps in that first quarter where we had that equipment, what I thought was an equipment issue, perhaps it was San Jose also calling a timeout. So one timeout remaining for San Jose. Leland has all 3. A lot of anticipation of this matchup tonight. And some also games around the Bay Area in Northern California, and I'll do my best to update them as the game goes on. Anderson and Gonzalez head back to return for Leland. Cardenas with the throw, and the trick play works out. First down yardage and more, and San Jose into Leland territory. And it looks like another San Jose player needs some help getting off the field. But the left-handed Gustavo Cardenas, his brother Marco, younger brother Marcos, is also out on the field tonight. So San Jose needed to make a play, and the Bulldogs did. That appeared designed all the way. It was the snap actually seemed to float. There was not a direct snap, but it looked like that was designed all the way as dive play results in a pickup of 2 yards. But San Jose fans looking for something to cheer about, and that certainly seemed to be the Bulldogs' play of the game, as Avila picks up 2. Sacred Heart Prep defeated Terra Nova tonight in Peninsula Athletic League Bay League play, although I'm unable to find a score. I'll have that for you when I'm able. Here is Avila once again. So if they can get the run going, see Whitlock in on the tackle. Brings up 3rd and manageable for the Bulldogs. Avila with some words for Whitlock. He wanted him up and off him quicker than that. 3rd and 3. Ball on the Leland 42. Avila stays in. Harris under center. And that seems to be deja vu from the first quarter, if that's on the Bulldogs. Just when they appeared to get some momentum, they had a false start call, and here's another one. So that makes it 3rd and 8, and perhaps changes the play. Harris in trouble. Trying to break to the outside. Harris, the senior, shows he is fleet of foot. I've been waiting for him to break loose, and he does. Kylan Harris able to turn the corner, get outside. We saw Max McCash giving chase, but it results in another first down. So San Jose, with 3:40 left to go in the half, 1 timeout remaining, trailing 21-0. Sure would feel much better going in the locker room with some points on the scoreboard. I formation for the Bulldogs. Pressure coming from his blind side. Harris has to get rid of it. Harris, look at the acceleration from Kylan Harris. I have to say, talk about turning nothing into something. That is sheer speed. So we'll see where they mark him. And it's another first down. So the feet of Harris. Look at Leland. Almost got him there. And then a track meet. Harris. Yeah, that was a great angle by Leland to prevent Harris from chewing up more yardage as we near the 3-minute mark. 1st and 10 from the Leland 29. And San Jose. How frustrating for the Bulldogs. False start number 3. This, I believe, is that take 3 steps forward, 1 step back. The expression applies to this series. 1st and 15 for San Jose. And the cutback by Singham, who's now on the wide receiver sweep. And it'll be no gain, no loss on the play. 2nd and 15. Number 62, Antonio Maciel. Perhaps you see him every time San Jose huddles up. He stands 6'7", 220 pounds, the junior. Has nothing doing. Just a great tackle by Swanson. Harris on the slant, a little bit behind the intended receiver, but one might argue that was a catchable ball as Singham unable to bring it in. 3rd and 17 as near the 2-minute mark of the first half. San Jose down 21-0. Four wide for Harris. Harris can't get rid of it. So the ball is spotted at the 35, and I think if you're San Jose at this point, you're going to go for it. And Harris comes over to the sideline. Barty calling in the play. Again, San Jose with 1 timeout remaining. There's 62, Maciel. Two receivers up top for Harris. 1 wide left. San Jose really perhaps looking for a delay of game here. Nope, they're going to call a timeout. Timeout, 1:01 remaining in the first half. And out steps Coach Lombardi to chat with his offense. And Anthony Lombardi, in his first year at the helm of San Jose High, and he last coached in 2011 and 2012. And in fact, in that last season, he coached the Oak Grove High School junior varsity to the league title. He then stepped aside for his family, to spend more time with his family, according to Coach Lombardi, but really happy to be back. Both of our head coaches tonight are not native Californians. In fact, Coach Lombardi is from Springfield, Missouri. He attended Hillcrest High and came out to the Northern California area to play football. He was a running back at Sac Joaquin Delta College. He actually works as a resource specialist at Gunderson High. His counterpart today, Mike Ward, is from Maryland. He attended Loyola Blakefield High School in Baltimore, Maryland. Went on to play as a defensive back at Lycoming College in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. So here these two players, former players, current coaches, have made their way to the Bay Area. 4th and 16 for San Jose. And it looks like the punt team is going to try and run a trick play once again. And here is a penalty marker. So San Jose really pulling out, reaching in deep in those bag of tricks. And Cardenas, the punter, we'll have to see. It looked like he had San Jose, it looked like they were lining up 4 receivers up top. Is this going to be a pass interference call? It's a holding call against San Jose and a pass interference call against Leland. So Leland should be taking over on downs here. As the clock is running. 4th and 16. Okay. Cardenas. Interesting that Harris is lined up left in this formation, wide left. Cardenas. Cardenas trying to hand it off to a lineman, and after that is all sussed out. It's Leland ball. Leland's all, you could fool us once on a fake punt. We won't be fooled again. 30 seconds remaining. Cardenas difficult to bring down. Leland takes over. 21-0, the Chargers lead, and what could be called an up and down first half. Seems like a lot of hiccups, if you will, to both teams' momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 41 for Leland. Leland has all 3 timeouts, and seems as Carson Yates with his strong arm, we'll see if he can engineer a 59-yard drive in 30 seconds with 3 timeouts. Yates, home run ball. Gonzalez in one play, 59 yards, touchdown Leland. That, I'm sure, a bitter pill for San Jose to swallow. Gonzalez doing a great job looking back, and the DB caught out of position. Gonzalez into the end zone for the second time tonight. San Jose is going to get the ball back. High snap, but brought down. It's good. 19.2 ticks of the clock remain on the scoreboard in the first half. Leland with a 28-0 lead. Now, the scoreboard has read 1 timeout for Leland, even after the previous timeout. I believe that's correct. Again, as I mentioned, it was unclear what exactly was that stoppage of play in the first quarter. It looked like it was an equipment issue, but then it dragged on. Coons has it teed up. Singham and Carrillo ready for another opportunity. Taken at the 10. .8 seconds remain after the Singham return. And I think we can expect San Jose just to take a knee here. Leland's really done a good job denying San Jose any kind of lane up the middle of the field. And San Jose really showing a lot of discipline of getting to the center of the field. Harris out of the shotgun. 3 split wide. And San Jose is not going to take a knee. Harris. That stops the clock for 2nd and 10. That is the freshman Devin Parker with 1 catch on the night, the intended receiver. Parker had to go chase the ball down. The Drums of Leland On senior night right now, the Chargers fans with plenty to celebrate. 4 wide this time for Harris. Another pick. And then Gonzalez was so ready to get into the end zone for the 3rd time tonight. He did not secure the ball. 2.7 seconds remaining. This just a miscommunication as the intended receiver never turned around. So it comes back to running routes. And I think that might have been the freshman Parker. Again, just up, pulled up this week due to the personnel changes. 3rd and 10. Harris. And that'll do it for the first half. San Jose with a lot to talk about in the locker room at the half. And Leland playing well at home on senior night. The Chargers lead it 28-0. We'll step away and return with our CreaTV Sports halftime show. Back in just a moment.
This show sucks.
What the?
Don't like this program? Did you know you could create your own?
Really?
Yeah.
What the?
First, there are a few things you need to know about copyright. Copyright is any intellectual property that is protected by law, such as literature, movies, music, and more. If you want to use intellectual property, you must get permission from the owner.
But what if we can't get permission?
Legally, you can't use it because you would be at risk of content removal and lawsuits. However, copyright fosters new and innovative ideas.
If I want to produce content, but I can't get permission for intellectual property?
We can use our own creativity.
Copyright! Just remember, copyright is all around us, which means I must be going.
Cool. Now I want to make my own video.
Kush Kumar, one of the seniors of Leland, being honored on senior night. And here's another senior, Anthony Gonzalez. What a night he's had. This, however, would be called back on a penalty. Carson Yates, the super sophomore quarterback for Leland. What a night he's had tonight. Little bit of a slow start, if you will. There were some stoppages to this game that kind of got him out of sync, but then he was able to connect with Anderson, and Anderson working hard. Leland with 2 TDs called back. And that's to Justin Coons, who's also done a nice job kicking tonight. Here's Gonzalez again. Gonzalez, some tough sledding in the early going, but he will break loose later on. San Jose, a lot of problems on offense. One of the bright spots is Avila, the hard-charging running back. And a hard-fought yardage for Avila tonight. Harris, in the first quarter, he really didn't break loose for what he can do. In the second quarter, he was able to show off his speed, but that just read well. That came with at 14-0. Cannon Yates with the pick 6. Just an excellent read by the senior Yates. His sophomore brother gets back in action and then finds Gonzalez. Gonzalez looked that ball into the hands, 59 yards out to go with a 12-yard TD reception earlier. It's been all Leland in the first half. San Jose had some bright spots, but they've also been banged up. They were banged up coming into this game and then also have had some key injuries as well. The homecoming court announced at halftime, And so a bit of an extended halftime here at Leland as the Chang Gang now crossing the field to get back to work. So Leland 6-0, looking to put together a 7-0 record if they can hold on for the win here. And what a start for Mike Ward. Remember, at the helm of Leland, he lost his first 8 games of last season before Leland went on to finish 2-8. And Mike Ward honored earlier this season by the San Francisco 49ers as their high school football coach of the week. So another great performance for Leland and a lot of fun. The band is here. We had dance presentations at halftime, and now it's just up to the Leland Chargers to secure the win here, up by 4 touchdowns. I'm Kirsten Fairchills. Thank you for joining us on the CreaTV Sports and watching our halftime show. We'll stay right here as it will be San Jose ball to start the second half. Coach Lombardi, a lot of work to do in the locker room, and again, a number of players playing on varsity, playing in their very first varsity game, and a number of JV call-ups needed for the San Jose squad. Again, San Jose won this matchup last year 27-14 in San Jose at San Jose High School. And the Bulldogs came out well before Leland here at halftime. And out comes the return team, trailing 28-0. San Jose, see if Michael Singham or Miguel Carrillo, the return men, have a chance to break a big one. Just really the biggest success for San Jose in the first half was the trick punt that paid off for a first down. But Leland has prevented San Jose from getting into the end zone. San Jose with 11 men on the field, although they're all counting it up. It'll be Coons. Kicking off left to right, Leland in their home navy blue uniforms with gold numbers and white lettering and piping. San Jose in their traveling white uniforms, maroon helmets and maroon numbers. Cooler than normal temperatures. Had some rain in the Bay Area last night, which helped clear the smoke out. No smoke except from the barbecue pits here at the Leland Snack Bar. Always fun to come to Pat Tillman Stadium to watch a game. We actually have the backup quarterback warming up, so I know here on senior night, head coach Mike Ward was indicating to me that if they have a significant lead late in the game, we may be seeing some players who don't necessarily see action throughout the year, and that's always fun for friends and family in attendance. Coons kicks it away. Taken at the 9. And cross to the 22. San Jose West Coast offense. Again, head coach Lombardi built it as really equal in terms of how much they run, how much they throw. But running yardage has been difficult to come by. We've seen Harris show his speed midway through the second quarter, and Avila has been fighting hard, but San Jose without a few of their backs tonight, and it is noteworthy. Harris under center, and Leland and calls a timeout. I believe not enough men on the field, but Leland able to get the timeout call in before a penalty. So San Jose is going to huddle up here. Chargers, I don't believe, called a timeout in the first half. And it looks like number 4, Max McCash, the strong safety, was getting attended to at the trainer table. He's now come over to stand next to his head coach. And I think perhaps that's why Leland was one man short and forced to call a timeout. So I'm sure McCash hopes to check in for the next play. 1st and 10 from the San Jose 21. The pitch. And the freshman Parker picks up perhaps 1 yard. Again, playing in his first varsity game. Not only that, I think he might have been called up as early as yesterday. Parker swung down by the corner, Cants. Oh, they're at a great spot. It's actually 2nd and 6 for San Jose. 3 wide for Harris out of the shotgun. Harris. And it looked like the receiver overthrowing Singham. I can see why Coach Lombardi thinks that, or believes that, Harris being a little overlooked by junior college and college coaches. He really does throw a nice ball. He's got good height for the position and also a lot of speed. He is given the green light to improvise, and head coach says, you know, he designs plays for running plays for his quarterback, but also just says Kylan can be Kylan. And Kylan, that ball got away from him. That may be the first turnover of the game. I think they're going to call it an incomplete pass. It's something you rarely see, but I think they're going to say that that was a forward pass. Maybe we can look at it one more time after this and see. It just looked like the ball got away from him. That will bring up 4th down. It's a very strange happenstance for the quarterback, Harris. Let's take one. See, yeah, it was. You see where's the glove on his left hand, but not on his throwing hand. It is damp out tonight, certainly cool and cold, but it's frankly something I haven't seen at this level. So Cardenas on to punt. Leland's Gonzalez and Anderson standing at midfield. Cardenas gets it away again and bounces over the head of Anderson. I think the reason Leland is able to apply so much pressure is that the long snapper, I had said before, it's almost as the snap seems to be floating a bit, and that allows Leland to bring the pressure. So Parker heads off with San Jose. Leland takes over 1st and 10 from its own 36, playing with a 28-0 lead. Even though these schools have such great history, again, Leland is celebrating its 50th anniversary this school year. They've often been in different leagues in the Blossom Valley, different divisions of the Blossom Valley Athletic League. And I'm not sure for the stoppage there, but our referee has blown the whistle and clock starts. The quick strike, Gonzalez on the screen pass. Gonzalez has really had a game, hasn't he? If he would have made a pick on defense, I tell you, what a night here on senior night. That pass behind him, but he's able to make the catch. Gustavo Cardenas, we just saw as the punter there, the linebacker shoving him out of bounds. Gain of 3, make it 4, 2nd and 6 for the Chargers. Gonzalez in motion. Carson Yates. Carson Yates putting it on his hip. Yates, first down yardage and more. Yates breaking a big one. And the super soft for Leland shows he can get it done on the ground as well. Let's take another look. And chasing him out of bounds, number 23, Johnny Miller, the corner. From the San Jose 31. Gonzalez bobbles it a bit, but brings it in and then slips down. So maybe the field is getting wet. A little bit of a push from Miguel Carrillo. No gain on the play. Oh, actually, pardon me. Gain of 2 on the play. I'm not sure what that was about. 2nd and 8 for the Chargers. Here's Anderson. Anderson with a spin move and drop down. Once again, Gustavo Cardenas in on the tackle. 3 minutes gone here in the 3rd quarter. Garrett Swanson, the fullback, checks in for the Chargers. I think it's 3rd and 6. On 3rd and 6, here's Anderson. And that'll be short of a first down. As Maciel with the stop for San Jose. Also Eric Castillo, DB wearing number 34. So 4th and 2. Yates returns to the huddle. This would be a 41-yard field goal attempt. And we know Coons has the leg for it. And penalty markers come in. I was looking for Coons. Yeah, Coons 31 of 31 on extra point attempts. So both of the kickers tonight come in perfect on extra point attempts, as Leland with its first false start penalty. Coons 2 of 7 on field goals, as long as 47. So this would be 46. San Jose sending a man to stand underneath the uprights. Bad snap. And picked up. The holder tried to get it down, but the timing was messed up, and San Jose will take over on down. So we saw one field goal attempt did not work because of a bad snap that was wide. That was low, and Kantz did his best to put it down, but Coons had already made his approach. And so we see how fine-tuned that field goal unit needs to be from long snapper to holder to kicker, and Kantz did his best but unable to make it a first down. So San Jose takes over on down. 7:35 remaining in the 3rd, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 32. Parker in the backfield with Harris. Twin receiving set for San Jose. Parker with some room, and then a great ankle tackle by Leland. I believe on that tackle was Matthew Ames, a 6'3", 270-pound sophomore nose guard. Really cut down Parker. Gain of just 1. 2nd and 9. Harris. Here's Parker. Parker is learning on the job, the freshman. Gain of 2 on the play. Leland doing such a good job swarming the ball. It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Bulldogs. Brian Huang, who ran across the camera on that replay, the senior, Harris has not thrown to him tonight, but there have been a couple of times that it seems like Harris has been open. Pardon me, Huang has been open and Harris just hasn't seen him. And our officiating crew is going to talk this over. Singham, one of the captains on the squad, along with Harris and Avila, comes over to listen in a bit. Also, Angel Aguilera, one of the captains for San Jose. That's Singham there with wearing number 1. And once again, we're unaware of what the delay was, but let's get back to it. 3rd and 7 from the San Jose 35. Bulldogs still looking for its first down of the second half. And that intercepted. That was a pinball wizardry. Leland looking for its second pick 6 of the night. And here's the penalty marker. Flag is down, but the Chargers looked like it was a pick 6. Mitch Whitlock, the defensive end, hoping this call stands, and it looks like it does. So San Jose can't catch a break as the ricochet lands in the hands of the defensive end, and Coons is on. For another point after attempt. This would be Coons' 37th point after. But again, another kind of delay. Whatever needed to be addressed was addressed. Cans better snap. Better result, 35-0. Leland leads. And the San Jose Bulldogs trying to keep those heads up. There are certainly aspects of the game for San Jose, of its game, that look promising for San Jose. They've really been consistent on decent returns. Certainly have yet to have bad field position from the returns. And then flashes of certainly, brilliance might be too strong, but certainly flashes of talent from Harris and company. But that, a particularly bad break as the ricochet lands in the hands of the Leland D-end and able to scamper in. So the penalty against San Jose now being enforced here on the kickoff, as Coons should now have no problem booting this through the end zone as it's teed up at the San Jose 45. And just as I suspected, it'll be 1st and 10 for San Jose from its own 20. Just really reduced numbers for the Bulldogs at this point. Again, a number of kind of personnel issues and not a lot of players suited up in the white uniforms on the far sideline. Of course, a number of players playing both ways, as is often the case. Let's see if this offense can engineer a drive. End of the first half looked promising at times. Josh Valdez for San Jose, who wears number 11. 11 is out wide left. Again, he has leads this team with 4 touchdown catches. And now our referee over to chat with the Leland head coach. And I believe we may have a running clock. And that's exactly what Coach Ward is signaling. Let me let the P. So it'll be a running clock from this point forward. So San Jose turns around and looks back at the clock. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the San Jose 20. Harris dropping back. Flushed from the pocket. Gets the ball away. Pass is caught and out of bounds after perhaps a 6-yard pickup. And that is Singham with, I believe, his first catch of the night. 2nd and 4 for San Jose. I like the quick pass from Harris. Obviously, he's got the line up front that at times tonight has been able to buy him some time, offering some good protection. Other times, Leland's really been able to blitz, bring the pressure, and that's when mistakes have happened for San Jose. Parker being run down from behind, but first down yardage and more for the San Jose freshman. So Parker has been able to produced better results as this game has gone on. Again, I believe he was brought up maybe as soon as just yesterday or as late as just yesterday from the junior varsity squad. Leland very commanding in the junior varsity game, a one-sided win, lopsided win for the Leland junior varsity. Harris rolling to his right. Pass is caught, and it's back-to-back first downs for San Jose. And that is number 17, Cardenas, the punter. He's tight end here, linebacker. Saw him throw and complete a pass. So San Jose back in Leland territory. From the Chargers 42. Avila rumbles forward, gain of about 4 on the play. It's a bit of a different formation for San Jose. Running out of the eye. Inside 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Number 34, Eric Castilla, has been converted from wide receiver to the fullback, and that's going to be another false start on San Jose. How often have we seen that tonight? It must be at least the third time that San Jose has been finally develops a momentum, and then it's another false start call. Makes it second and long. Second and 11 for the Bulldogs. Back to action. Parker tripped up as Matt Kim, the free safety, the 5'11", 153-pound senior, makes the play. And I believe Parker will perhaps be subbed out for. Nope, he's going to stay on. Looked like he might have tweaked something getting up. 30 seconds left to go in the third, and it's 3rd and 13 for the Bulldogs. And Parker was running off. Instead, coach says, get back out there. We need 11. High snap, but Harris brings it down. Harris has room to run, and instead he overthrows Parker. And that will do it for the third quarter. So just one score in the third quarter, and it was a pick 6 for the defensive end, Whitlock, as Leland moves into the fourth with a commanding 35-0 lead. Back for the fourth quarter from Pat Tillman Stadium in just a moment.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
The 6-0 Leland Chargers up 35-0 over the San Jose Bulldogs. Last year, a tough year for this Leland Chargers squad, who dropped from the Mount Hamilton division down to the Santa Teresa division. Lost the first 8 games under then new head coach Mike Ward, but talk about righting the ship. They have won the last 8 games they've played, and certainly off to a good start here after 3, leading it 35-0. 4th and long for San Jose with some decisions to make. The ball is spotted at the 44-yard line, and it looks like the Bulldogs will go for it. That last play, Parker was exiting the field and then brought back on the field, and then Harris threw to him. It just seems like some communication issues. Harris, low snap, but he handles it. Harris in trouble, and he's forced to throw it away. So Leland will take over on downs. The Chargers with a 35-point lead, and they'll have the ball at the 44. And some scores from around the Bay Area. Coming at you next. After 1 quarter, Half Moon Bay led Menlo Atherton 3-0. As again, we have a delay on the field. And one of the Leland captains involved in a conversation. So Half Moon Bay leads Menlo Atherton 11-3. Valley Christian leads Bellarmine at the break 28-3. And the Kings Academy leading Sequoia 17-7. So the flag picked up. 1st and 10 for Leland from the 44. And it's a new quarterback in for Leland. Number 26 at the helm. Andrew Meeker, the 6', 180-pound senior. Good enough for a first down from Meeker. And here's number 7 on the sweep. Still running hard on the far sideline. That's Justin Yu, the 5'8", 155-pound senior. So Coach Ward was hoping to get players in tonight on senior night if they had a healthy lead, and 35-0 is a healthy lead. Hughes' run took Leland all the way down to the 28. 1st and 10 from the San Jose 28. Yu in motion once again. And that is a big tackle from San Jose's Cardenas. And Cardenas, a bright spot for the Bulldogs tonight. The clock continues to run. 8:30 remaining in the ball game. It'll be 2nd and 11 for Leland. Meeker with the handoff to Yu. Perhaps a gain of 3 on the play. Maciel in on the tackle. Also Nate Lopez, the linebacker, in on the stop. 3rd and 9 for the Chargers. Anderson has not had a lot of touches tonight, but frankly, Leland has not needed his normal production. First down. After the 15-yard gain by Anderson. Castillo with the stop. 3 wide left. And Anderson tripped down. It looked like he might have had an opportunity to regain his balance after the tackle attempt, but his momentum took him crashing down to the ground. Second and 6 for the Chargers. Into the red zone once again. Seems they've been spending an awful lot of time in the red zone tonight. And the inside handoff. One official signals touchdown. Mark Taj Eldine. There's an official timeout on the field. Let's take another look at the replay. And touchdown, Leland. Here's Coons. Perfect once again. 5:51 remaining in the ball game. It's a 42-0 lead. As Taj Eldine with the scoring run. So, a disheartening night, I'm sure, for San Jose. Coming in to play the team atop the standings, team with an undefeated record, and then being banged up, being without key personnel, and having to bring up players on varsity for the first time tonight. That's just a tough task for Coach Lombardi and his Bulldogs. Leland looking very good, and in fact, Coach Lombardi said earlier this week that he expected his opponents tonight to move back on up to the Mount Hamilton division after the season. What a great season they were having, and he said, you know, he's changed some schemes for his team taking over the helm of San Jose in his first year, and the guys are going to have to play hard tonight. They've certainly played hard tonight. And a chance for a return for San Jose. And Carrillo across the 20 once again. But Leland looking very sharp at this point. And again, a number of reserves getting on the field here on senior night, homecoming night as well. For Leland is San Jose undermanned. Running clock for the Bulldogs. Cardenas gets a break and gets to head off to the sideline. Parker. And Parker, gain of 6. As I said, he's gotten better as this game has gone on. We didn't see him at the start of this game, but now he's getting more and more touches. Leland missing a starter tonight as well on both sides of the ball. That's Borna Ebadot. He was resting a knee injury. I hope to have him back next week. Here's Parker. Parker with a beautiful run. Can he break loose? One Leland defender, and San Jose wipes the 0 off the scoreboard. That's a 72-yard scoring run from a freshman playing against the Leland Chargers. So just very effortless running style from Parker. And no, I don't believe a Leland player able to put a hand on him. So the freshman scores in his first ever varsity game, and that allows the kicker, Miguel Carrillo, again 13 of 13 on point after attempts. Perfect on the season, just like his counterpart tonight. Carrillo, his first opportunity. Unless San Jose elects to go to 2 here. Nope, looks like Carrillo's counting them up. Making sure he has players he needs out on the field. The long snapper is Tony Romo. Yes, you heard that right. And the holder is Michael Singham. There is a Tony Romo on the San Jose squad. And that's a high snap, Singham. Singham having to run around the referee, now still running. Singham's looking to outlast everyone. Singham, the 2-point conversion of the season. Michael Singham whirling dervish, I think is the expression. And that is an 8-point campaign for San Jose. So Singham with determination not to be tackled. Referee, they almost look like a barrel horse racing, where you have to run around the barrels. But look at Singham. He almost loses the ball here too. Singham showing off. What an athlete. No, it's been a tough night for San Jose tonight, but Michael Singham determined. And it's a 42-8 Leland lead as Carrillo kick it off again and again. That's the 2-point conversion of the season for sure. I think the whole Carrillo didn't know what to do there when Singham ran back to him. I don't know if he thought he was going to receive a lateral as we see him teeing up the ball, or if he needed to start blocking. It was kind of like, hey, I'm going to let you do you. And Michael Singham did exactly that. Just one back for Leland on a kickoff return. And that is Justin Yu. And it's an onside kick attempt, and that's why just one back. And one of the Leland upmen turns it about 2 yards. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Leland at its own 48. Inside 4 minutes, running clock. We saw Andrew Meeker at quarterback. But now it looks like, well, we'll see. Nope. Meeker does indeed return at quarterback for Leland. And the handoff. Some hard fought dandy steps there. And 8-yard gain for Justin Yu. Actually, they're going to mark it 2nd and 3. Ball on the San Jose 46. 2:30 left to go. Leland playing with a 42-8 lead. Yu evades being tackled in the backfield. Yu taking a page out of Singham's book, and it's a first down for the Chargers. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Night, so it's a pink out night here. We have a booth set up, and of course there's pink out on the field. As players wearing socks and towels in support of raising awareness for breast cancer. 1:40 left to go. 1st and 10 for Leland from the San Jose 40. Justin Yu. Great blocking up front for Yu. Yu finally dragged down from behind. I believe that was Cardenas again. What a night for Cardenas has been having. So 11-yard gain for Justin Yu. Ball spotted on the 29. Baker showing composure here in the backup quarterback role. Spin move by Yu, and he's tackled. Perhaps a gain of 4 on the play. This might do it, or Leland may have one last play. And I think Leland wants to call a timeout here. In fact, Coach Ryan is now crossing the field to speak with Coach Lombardi. And we may see a field goal attempt here. Or a punt. Peter Vartan wears number 33 for Leland and is a special needs student, special education student, according to his head coach, is in to punt. As Leland trying to get the correct amount of players on the field. The clock is stopped at 14.1 seconds. And here is Vartan. And that will do it. So a great display of sportsmanship as Vartan, a junior, the 5'9", 152-pound Peter Vartan, with the punt to end the game. Leland, what a statement. 42-8. Remaining perfect. Now moving to 4-0 in league, 7-0 overall. San Jose, a tough night for the Bulldogs, 2-5 overall now, and 1-3 in Santa Teresa division play. As the teams shake hands, we'll step away for a moment and return with our CreaTV Sports post-game show in just a moment.
This show sucks.
What the?
Don't like this program? Did you know you could create your own?
Really?
Yeah.
What the?
First, there are a few things you need to know about copyright. Copyright is any intellectual property that is protected by law, such as literature, movies, music, and more. If you want to use intellectual property, you must get permission from the owner.
But what if we can't get permission?
Legally, you can't use it because you would be at risk of content removal and lawsuits. However, copyright fosters new and innovative ideas.
If I want to produce content, but I can't get permission for intellectual property.
We can use our own creativity.
Copyright! Just remember, copyright is all around us, which means I must be going.
Cool, now on to make my own video.
Yeah.
Time for the CreaTV Sports post-game show. Pardon me. Leland led 28-0 at the break. And that's just some fancy footwork by Carson Yates. What a night the sophomore quarterback had. San Jose, what a night for the freshman. Devin Parker just up to varsity. He would break loose for a big run later on in the game. The defensive end, not a lot of opportunities for Whitlock to score on the season, but he does there with the pick six. That made it 35-0 after the Gonzalez TD. And then here is Parker late in the game, running clock on, but from 72 yards, the freshman gets San Jose on the scoreboard, and then the 2-point conversion of the season. Singham, check out the blocking here. Carrillo, the kicker, unsure what to do. Look at the block laid at number 71. I'm so bummed I don't have his name on my roster. Singham for a hard-fought conversion, but Leland, the Chargers, too tough down the stretch, moving to 7-0 on the season. 42-8, the final score. Leland as good as the hype predicts, and the Chargers will try to run the table in the Santa Teresa division. San Jose again undermanned, number of personnel issues for the Bulldogs, but there's still plenty of football left to play as the season has been extended due to last week's cancellation of games due to poor air quality because of the fires. Congratulations to the Leland Chargers on homecoming night and senior night. The Chargers defend the home turf here at Pat Tillman Stadium. Please take a look at the folks who have brought you this broadcast. I'm Kirsten Fairchilds. It's a pleasure and privilege to cover high school sports in the San Francisco Bay Area. Thank you for joining us. Next week, Friday night at 7 p.m., it's Andrew Hill at Mount Pleasant. Be sure to check us out at www.createtv.org. Good night from San Jose. Leland Chargers, 7 wins to no losses on the season.